Just temperatures remain mild, and it is going to be a mild evening if you're heading out the door to enjoy this Saturday evening before the holidays. Temperatures are in the mid and upper 60s across southwest Florida. 68 for Naples, Sanibel, Fort Myers, Cape Coral. 66 around Port Charlotte, LaBelle. How about the island? 70 still for Captiva, and for Marco, Lake Okeechobee coming in the upper 60s right now. Satellite radar showing us that any cloudiness that was moving in off of the Atlantic now dissipating, so we're going to call it a mostly clear evening. And with the very light easterly wind that we've been seeing, moisture has been on the increase, so you might have noticed things just a tad bit muggy out there. And as you take a look at dew points, of course, you'll see that. Dew points in the low and mid 60s across southwest Florida, showing us that things are a touch muggy out there. So as we start things out tomorrow morning, we're looking for patchy fog to be around some of our inland spots, around our typical Charlotte Harbor areas, but with mostly clear conditions, that fog will burn off very quickly. 62 degrees for most of us to start out the morning. By noon, 77, partly cloudy and just beautiful. Southeasterly wind, so winds taking on a little bit more of a southerly tilt to them, and with that we'll see clouds increasing throughout the day. By tomorrow at 5 p.m., 79, partly sunny, but still very, very pleasant. Let's set Vipercast into motion, and as we do, we're seeing that into the overnight hours we're having some very light winds, so that again will be very conducive to the fog forming. By tomorrow morning at 9, some cloudiness moving in off of the Atlantic. Those winds turn out of the south, more cloud cover moving in over southwest Florida. Now we're looking at midnight on Monday, and as I continue to set Vipercast into motion, we're watching out for our next cold front to move into the state in the evening on Monday. Right now it looks like it's going to be dropping some rain around the Big Bend area, North Florida, the Panhandle. I'm just going to call for a slight chance for rain around southwest Florida. Here's our catch of the day. Mark and Richard caught this beautiful redfish out in the 10,000 Islands area, so congratulations to them. Boaters tomorrow, very warm waters, 71 degrees, winds out of the southeast and becoming southerly at about 10 knots, seas at 2 feet, bay and inland waters at a light chop. Here's a look at your fishing forecast. This one out of Estero Bay. The redfish are in the mangroves in the backcountry. You're catching them on either side of a high tide with live shrimp under a jig head. Other than that, with the weather changing a little bit, they'll be moving into the deeper cuts near the oyster bars. Here's a look at the next 7 days across southwest Florida. So very nice for you tomorrow and even Monday ahead of that cold front. It'll be rather muggy out there with some strong east westerly winds ahead of that cold front. We're looking at low 80s for highs and periods of clouds, of course. Then that cold front pushes through, leaving us with a cooler day on Tuesday. A cool start Wednesday, check that out, but at least a good amount of sunshine. And then another cold front tries to push through on Friday.